everybody, it's Chris and Ethan here at the RAF Lakenheath Commissary Military Auto Source, and today we'd like to take a few moments of your time to give you a demonstration of some of the driver assist features on the 2019 Jeep Cherokee. So today we're going to look at the forward sensing system, so we're going to look at the adaptive cruise control, the emergency stop system, we're going to look at the lane departure system, we're going to look at the park itself, going into the space and out of the space. It's really cool. This video is about 10 minutes long, so please stay with us because you're going to see some good stuff. And then if you want a real life demonstration of anything, how this works, come and see us. We're happy to help, and we just love to show off this technology. This system works. It has a lot of sensors that just keep monitoring the car. So along the front you'll see it has the front sensing system, and it has this really big camera at the front. And that's really where the magic happens. This camera, it monitors everything for you in real time. If you don't react to what that camera tells you, the car is going to react for you. And it's the same on the rear. It has rear sensors, and down the side it has cameras that watch the road for you. So when we get into this video, you're going to see some really cool features. So this is the 2019 Jeep Cherokee, and I just want to show you very quick what we're going to do when we're out on the road. So as you can see in the center display here, the adaptive cruise control and lane sense is switched off. So we just use this button right here to turn that on, and then it tells you it's ready to go. And then what we do is we use these two buttons here to set the distance. So as you can see, I've set the distance to close. I can do medium, or I can do far away, or I can do 4 bars, which is the maximum distance. This is how you set the adaptive cruise, and this is how we use the cruise, so it's just like normal. So once we get out on the road, we'll see how it works, and hopefully you'll be impressed. So now what I'm going to do is, we have a lorry in front of us, so I'm going to set the adaptive cruise control just using the cruise control buttons as normal. And as you can see, we're set to 31 miles an hour with a distance of 4 bars, so the maximum distance. So if I just keep my finger on the set button, we can actually speed the car up to our desired speed, and it does it all itself. So I'm going to set it at 50 miles an hour, and I'm going to come up to this lorry, and we'll watch how the car adjusts its speed and position behind this lorry. So as you can see, she's holding the distance quite nice. It's on the maximum setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring us in a little bit closer by reducing the distance by 1 bar. And you can see in the middle the camera is up, so it's actually detecting the vehicle in front. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring us in again 1 bar so we can come a little bit closer. And we're maintaining our distance very nicely behind. So if I increase the speed, if I want to go 55 miles an hour and I'm coming up close behind the lorry now, what you'll see is the vehicle now is starting to adjust. She's starting to slow herself down. I'm not touching the brake or anything crazy like that. We're coming up to some traffic lights, so what I'm going to do is just reduce the speed to 50. We're going to stay behind this lorry. The lorry's now braking. I'm not touching the brake, my feet are off the brake, and the vehicle is coming to a complete stop. That's me not touching the brake at all. Because this is adaptive, once this lorry starts to move again, the Jeep will move forward. Not me touching the brake at all, and we came to a complete stop. And that's on a 2 bar distance. So if I increase the distance again, what will happen now is we will wait for this lorry to move off, and the Jeep will then resume the speed of 50 miles an hour. So now we're back out of the traffic. I'm going to press the resume button, and that's going to bring our speed back up to where we want to be. So let's go back to 50 miles an hour. Again, I've set the maximum distance behind this lorry as 4 bars, and you can feel the vehicle's now speeding itself up to maintain the distance and speed that we set. I'm not doing any of the accelerating, I'm not doing anything else, I'm not touching the cruise, the vehicle's doing it all itself. And once again, if I bring the distance in a little bit closer, you'll see that the vehicle will allow us to move closer to the lorry and still maintain the safety. So we've got the adaptive cruise set to 47 miles an hour and short distance. I'm just going to open that up a bit. The car in front is completely stopped, or is coming to a stop. I'm not touching the brake again, and the Jeep is coming to a complete stop, and it's set to 3 bars. So it's completely stopped itself right now, and we are completely safe. So you can see how cool this would be in start and stop traffic, and things like this, like traffic lights. You can just set the cruise, put the adaptive bit on, and just drive. It's a really good system. What we're going to do now is the traffic lights hopefully going to turn green just now. So all we have to do is, we can press the gas pedal, it's no problem, or we can just press the resume button and the Jeep will take off and it will go back to what speed settings and distance settings we had. So the BMW ahead is speeding off like they do. So we're going to set the speed to 50 and our adaptive cruise is going to bring us right up to him. So again, we don't have to really do anything. It's all, the automation on this is really nice. You just have to press the button and she'll go back up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head back and we're going to have a look at the lane departure system. And that's controlled by this button here. So when you press it, you can see it says lane sense is off. And when you turn it on, the lane sense is on. So let me show you how this works. What's happening now is the lane sensors are detecting the lines and everything. And if I move slightly over, you can see it gives me a warning. And it says you're passing over. So what it does, it starts flashing and gives a little vibration in the steering wheel. And if it's a slow drift, the vehicle can actually try and help you correct. So we just let this car come past. So what we'll do is we just look at the white line and it says you're drifting, and then it tries to bring the steering wheel back into place a little bit to get us back on the road. So it's a very cool system. That's lane sense depart. This vehicle actually also has the park itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the car park now and we'll show you how it parks itself. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the self-parking system. It's really easy to use. So first of all, we need to use this button here and you'll see everything happening on the dashboard. So we press that button and she says go into drive so we can find a space. So now what we're doing is it comes up on the dashboard, you can see right there, it's searching for a parking space. So what we're going to do is we're just going to creep forward between these two vehicles here and we're going to see if she detects the parking space. So it takes a few seconds because what it likes to do is scan the whole space to make sure that the Jeep can actually fit. And then it'll say space found and it will tell you to stop once it's in the optimal position. So now what it wants you to do is take your hands off the steering wheel and put the vehicle in reverse. And what's going to happen is when I let go of the brake, the vehicle is going to move backwards and the car is going to steer itself. And it's going to steer itself into the space. And you have to use the brake. You have to brake once the car is in position. You can hear the reverse sensing system going off to say that you're getting close. And once you're in the position here, you can just move yourself forward a little bit and you're in the space. That's really, really cool. So now that we're in the parking space and we've done our shopping or whatever it is we want to do, we actually now want to get out of the space, and let's just say it's a little bit tight. So the system works just as well getting you out of the space as it does getting in. So again, first thing you want to do is press the park button, and it says now that you're going to look for a driving space. Now we've already done that. So now what we need to do is use the left hand button here, turn on the indicator to say we want to come out of the space and put the vehicle into reverse. Now, once we put the vehicle into reverse, what's going to happen, it's going to use the backup camera. Again, you have to use the brakes once you get really close. So move back and you can see the steering wheel starts to turn and it tells you to stop when you're in the optimal distance. Put the vehicle into drive. Again, you can hear the backup sensors going off to give you guidance as well. I'm not touching the steering wheel. The vehicle will make the turn and you're good to go. You're free to drive out. It's a very, very cool system designed to get you in the spots and out of the spots. Now that's cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you exactly what we've just done again, but what it looks like from the outside, and I'll wave at you so you know I'm not touching the steering wheel. Hey, so thanks for watching, guys. That was our little demonstration on the driver assist features of the 2019 Cherokee. These features are available across the board on other vehicles as well, so like Ford Explorer, Ford Edge. So stay tuned, keep an eye on our blog because we'll be putting more videos up there for you to watch. If you'd like more details on Cherokee or any of the other vehicles we offer, or any of the safety features that we have available, come and see myself, Chris, or my son Ethan here at the RF Lakenheath Commissary. We're here 7 days a week, and our cell phones are on from 7 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night. So if you have questions and you're awake, give us a call. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye now.